In the summer of 2025, it was once again time for the shrimp run. Since it started in 2021, more and more people have joined. And this time there were more classic scooters ready than ever before. Placed in the beginning of August, the weather has always been great on these trips across the strait. But maybe 2025 should be different. But let's get the full experience this year. The trip officially starts from Café Jorden Rundt in Copenhagen, but if you want the full experience, many choose to start earlier in the morning from Peter's Garage in Greve. Here you just have time for a quick cup of coffee before the early riders drive north towards Copenhagen. The route is planned so that some of those who come from afar can get a little extra tour of the city. Again, in 2025, the participants gathered as before at Café Jorden Rundt, where Strandvejen starts. A magnificent sight of happy and excited people, classical scooters, and thick blue smoke. After the usual tire kicks and introduction, the group heads north along Strandvejen, a stretch known for its expensive addresses and the beautiful view of Øresund. Most years, the ride in the beginning of August has always offered brilliant sunshine, but in 2025, things turn out a little different. Rain started to fall from the dark clouds, and many stopped by the roadside to quickly change into rain gear. Before long, the entire convoy was hit by heavy rain. The group quickly split into several smaller groups, and the will to continue was slowly washed away for several participants. I can only recommend to always have a cheap rain suit on your scooter. The Danish summer weather can quickly surprise you. Several sought shelter in a gas station, but rumors of dry weather further up Strandvejen got the group going again. The next stop on the tour was the Wiener Pizza and Espargera. After a while, the group assembled here again, and a little sun helped the spirits. Shell Helsingør is one of the sponsors, so that was the next stop on the route. Speaking of fuel, I wasn't the only one looking forward to a free fill-up at Shell. However, this wasn't something that couldn't be solved with a jerry can. One empty tank rarely goes alone. Just as the rain returned, it was my turn to run out. If you tell an old geezer that there's free fuel, he'll plan to run the tank completely empty. And that's risky on a thirsty scooter. Fortunately, there was still a little left in the can. Despite the rain, many participants managed to fill up at Shell, so they were ready for the rest of the trip. Unfortunately, the weather had also meant that several had jumped ship and rolled home to shelter. Understandable, as classic scooters may not be the most fun in the rain. But the weather changed quickly, and the majority of the group continued persistently towards the ferry, where the sun slowly appeared. When everyone had their tickets for the ferry, we boarded as one group with high spirits. The ferry ride to Sweden takes about 20 minutes. Now the trip continues to Stortorget in Helsingborg, where a small group of Swedish scooters join the group. Some participate for real and get a shrimp sandwich, others just to ride along on the trip. The whole hotel at Mölle changed owners and took the legendary shrimp sandwich off the menu. Fortunately, the previous owner has another restaurant at the harbor, and Systrarna på Piren really welcomed us and served this fantastic shrimp sandwich exactly as it should be. As is tradition, there was also a raffle for great gifts from the tour's many sponsors.
Vi er heldige, at vi har nogle sponsorer. Der er Shell, som vi allerede har været forbi alle sammen. Så er der nogle flinke fyre nede fra Tyskland af, som vi allerede har hilst på. Andrea måske. Der har du også vundet en tur på rullefeltet nede med mig. Nej, fedt.
Dark clouds and rain were far gone. Now the sun had really returned, and while some drove the short ride north to visit Kullen, others relaxed at the marina. Later in the afternoon, the ride headed home. The same route home as we came, taking the ferry back to Helsingør. After the tanks were topped off again, this time at our own expense, it was time for the remaining group to enjoy a cold drink and pizza at the Wiener Pizza in Esbjerg. A last chance to share the day's experiences before each of us headed home. Despite a wet start, another fantastic shrimp run.